Hey guys, yeah, it's me back here again today, guys. We're going to be unboxing the iPhone 5S and reviewing it to see if it has a hold up in 2020 and whether you should buy it or not. So my grandmother got this in May 2014 as I was graduating preschool, and then she gave it to me in August 2019. I used this from August to March as a daily phone. This is a 16 gig model and is Verizon, so it's kind of beat up right here, but I'm just missing the box in my collection video, but we're just going to lift up. So the first appearance is that this looks like an iOS 7 home screen, because it's an iOS 7 revision model, because iOS 7 was current iOS back at the time. So lifting up, as you can tell, we get our actual phone here, very nice. We can go ahead and boot this up. Now we get a little cushion for the phone, and we also get our Design by Apple in California thing. And here we get our Apple stickers, which are very nice. iPhone info and some basic button basics. And as you can tell, this makes it look like a silver iPhone 5S, whereas the actual box home screen makes it look like a gold 5S because this is a gold 5S. This also came with SIM adapter, but that is not. But sadly, I don't have that. And taking a look here, we have our actual power brick. Now, this isn't the original power brick that came from, it's just some random power brick. We're going to set the box aside and get to the phone now. So, as you can tell, it's got a very nice design, very similar to iPhone 5. We've got glass antennas at the top and bottom. We've got our gold thing here. As we compare it to the 5 right here, this is actually the original case that my grandmother had with the 5S. But if we go ahead and take my 5 out of this case, here, this is in near mint condition, by the way. It's only got like one mark by the charging port, and that's it. But as you can tell, comparing it to 5, it's very similar except for the home button. I'm going to go and put this back in the case since this scratches easily. In case you ever see another Slay iPhone 5 on this YouTube channel, the reason why I have it in I'll probably have it in the case is because it scratches so easily. Now we're going to get to the actual phone. So as you can tell, we've got our Touch ID home button. This is iOS 10. But I made it look like iOS 7. My tripod's a little broken. So as you can tell, it runs iOS 10, just your basic iOS 10 iPhone. As you go into settings, general, and about, as you can tell, this runs iOS 10.3.2. Now we're going to get into the actual. Now we're going to go ahead and load up Safari here and see how long that takes to take. I'm going to go and clear out my web browser history. In case you notice the difference in audio quality, I'm using Apple earbuds because I can't find my current microphone. So now I've cleared out the history. Now we're going to try to load apple.com here. Loading that. It's definitely laggier than this is on iOS 10, so iOS 12 Pro, which is the Max OS that this runs. This was released in September 20th, 2013, by the way, and now it's on September 10th, 2013. So it's 7 years old. But as you can tell, scrolling through, it's definitely not that bad, but we're going to try to load the iPad Pro section because that takes forever. That seems to be really hard on the web browser for some reason. As you can tell, it loads just fine. Wow, it hasn't even loaded fully yet. This is definitely not the fastest smartphone in the world. It's not that fast. So now we're going to go and load up the iTunes store. I made it look like I was 7 with a website called iskin.tooliphone.net. Wow, that loaded quicker than I anticipated. Let's try App Store. These are the more heavy. These are probably the heaviest applications that come with the device. So, as you can tell, we're going to check to see how well it can do YouTube and such like that. We're going to test apps and then I'll show you the camera. This is my channel right here. Please subscribe to this channel. As you can tell if I load this video up. So without further ado, let's get started. I was already in the middle of the unboxing. That's basically what. So if you scroll over to channels, this is my other channel, Fanboy Films Productions. I'd love to subscribe on there too. YouTube on iOS 7 or iOS 12 is still pretty usable, but iOS 7 or 8 or 9 or something like that probably won't be that usable to you. Opening up Twitter, as you can tell, that's taking kind of a while to load. Oh. Hang on, ask me to enter my password. And you guys don't need to know. This is actually my legit Twitter. No, I was not born on this exact day. It's just when I created this account. You're free to browse through my profile and such like that. Loading up Instagram here. As you can tell, you can actually follow me on there at the iTunes Fanboy. I changed my username, so I don't directly associate this with my YouTube channel nor talk about YouTube on here, but you still get like Apple collection stuff, and yes, this is public. So feel free to view that. I haven't tested Zoom yet. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work fine. Now we're going to see how well this games. Now this is dual jump, which is very, very simple. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn on airplane mode here, because this will get rid of ads. I'm actually pretty good. You can get good at this game. I'm looking at the actual iPhone screen instead through the camera so that way I can see what I'm doing. Prove to you that I'm a good dual jump player. Well, I don't know, it's not to brag. Boy, I'm lasting forever in this round. Yeah, I died, but oh well. Most of the Apple iWork apps, such as iMovie, Numbers, and Pages, for some reason on iOS 10 it refuses to download Keynote. I have no clue why. As you can tell, I haven't tested Google Classroom and Slides, and I will not. I'm testing out the compass here, which is not really that big. Compass works. Now we're going to do touchscreen responsive test, see how responsive is touchscreen 7 years later. I'm going to try to hit the lap button as many times as I can for 15 seconds. Hang on, I'm taking a sip of water. As you can tell, I did 86 laps in 15 seconds. It's not necessarily bad, but so now taking a look at the camera. Okay, there's nothing personal on the camera. Taking a camera. This is what back camera photos are like. So this is what they're like. You can also use HDR and flash too. I'm not going to show you stuff like that though. You do get a front camera too, which is I think 1.2 megapixels. I know the rear camera is 8 megapixels. You get to record up to 1080p video. I'll show you what that is. This is also the microphone too, so test it. This is also the microphone too, so this isn't bad, but I wouldn't recommend. Comparing to phones like the iPhone 11 Pro Max, you also get slow-mo and time-lapse. Square panorama, all that good stuff. So I guess it's time. So now we're going to answer the big question. Should you buy an iPhone 5S in 2020? Oh wait, never mind. I also want to load up eBay.com. I think these things go for around 30-50 bucks, but we're just going to go ahead and test that out. So we're going to try. WeatherBug, by the way, did work, but it was like really laggy. This phone is kind of hot. Price for most seem to be going around, around 30. This is just the price you get for a 5S. They run up to iOS 12 and they're... So now, should you buy an iPhone 5S in 2020? If you want a backup phone, maybe. But in any other circumstance, even for like kids, I wouldn't recommend this. I'd say no. It's just too obsolete. I'll see you in the next video. Follow me on Twitter at iTunes Fanboy YT, and follow me on Instagram at the iTunes Fanboy. Subscribe to my other channel for more productions. Take COVID-19 precautions. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.